Doing some daily things on the PG820 and PG820RC. For today's talk is about headlocks and headlock screws, daily checks. So the headlocks are the piece that the plates go onto for your diamonds, and every head is supposed to have 3 headlocks and headlock screws. The headlock is the little piece that the plate hooks to. The screw is what holds the headlock in. That can be found in the plate. So to check or tighten, you could do a hand check and just check and see if they're finger tight. If they're finger tight, they're going to typically be tight. If they are loose, take a pair of vice grips or pliers. I prefer vice grips because they don't slip, and hook that right on the headlock, and take the Allen wrench on the back side that goes in the headlock screw, put that back here, put this on here, and just give it a good spin. Make sure those are tight. And like I said, you want 3 headlocks per head. All right, guys, the other thing to daily maintenance to look at is, since you guys are doing 99% of your work is heavy removal and prep for coatings or coating removal, is your spring steel. So you want to make sure that your spring steels are still good. Some guys call them stars, but they're actually spring steels, like a shock of a car. Some of your machines still have the demolition heads on them with the silicone washer rings, and some are switching to double up spring steels. So since you guys are doing mainly heavy removal and prep grinding, you guys aren't going to notice as much if one gets a slight crack in it, because the biggest initial way that you see is because of irregular scratch pattern. For you guys, it's not as big of a deal because you're putting a coating over the top of it. But your machine will start jumping around, and so you don't physically have to take the head off to inspect it. But one way to do it is, if you do take the head off, you flip it over, and then it would basically have a crack right below the bolt, or a crack right at the silicone ring. If it is cracked and you can get through your job and finish your job, then go ahead and finish your job. Once you're done, replace your spring steel. Now, when one's cracked, just like the shocks on your car, you want to replace all 3. So all you need to do to remove the head is an impact, 30mm socket, and just zip the bolt out, and just put this up here, zip the bolt out, and then the head's off. And then, like I said, you can inspect your spring steels. But other than that, like I said, when one's broke, it's best to change all 3, because usually the other 2 are not too far behind.